Imagine you're relaxing on the beach, enjoying the lovely view, the smell of the ocean, the sound of the waves, and all the other great things that come with the experience. And suddenly, you realize you're being watched. That was the case with this woman here. She was attempting to read her book and realized she was being watched by a creepy man. You could be thinking, it's the beach. It's a public space. Although that's true, would you agree it's a bit odd that the woman moved and shortly after, so did the man? Seems fishy to me.
I was trying to read a book on the beach and I noticed someone staring at me. I thought I could be imagining, but I decided to get up and move to a different area anyway. And he conveniently decided to move there too.
She decided the weather wasn't great and it was best to go home. She used an app called Invisaware to talk to an agent. In an emergency like this, they can access your live location. This isn't a sponsor, but this app can indeed be useful. Years ago, I posted clips of gang stalking, which sparked many debates in the comments. Some believe it's a real thing, while others believe it's simply paranoia. The definition of gang stalking found on Google is a different experience of repeated harassment, which instead comes from multiple people who organize around a shared purpose with no one person solely responsible. A woman filming on the bus feels like she's being gang-stalked by passengers on the bus. You could make the case that they're riding the bus like anyone else would, or is there a secret agenda we don't know about? Let me know what you think of gang stalking down below. What's scarier than being followed, being tracked? A man was being followed by another man in a red vehicle. To make matters worse, the strange man in the red vehicle left what appears to be a tracker on the vehicle of his potential victim. It wasn't a great job at placing the supposed tracker in a hidden location, but nonetheless, the stalker did one last circle around like the creep he is. The man recording decided to get in his vehicle to stalk the stalker, perhaps to get a description for the police. The stalker got away and was never seen again. Guess stalking isn't so fun when the tables are turned, huh? You might have heard someone use the term walk in the park regarding something that's easy. That's because a walk in the park is meant to mean something easygoing. However, it was anything but that for this woman who was followed by a strange man. Listen as she explains the situation that'll surely send chills down your spine.
Hey guys, so I'm at my local park. I'm like 99% sure that this guy's following me. He's made like the same 2 or 3 turns that I have. And I'm just not sure what's going on. This is the 4th left turn that I've made and he's most definitely following me, and I'm fairly certain that he's taking pictures of me.
She stated how the man followed her in spite of several turns, all while taking pictures of her. She decided enough was enough and confronted the sick individual. Watch this.
This is honestly so scary. He's for sure following me. I'm gonna have to confront him. Hey, are you following me?
No, I swear I'm not.
The man initially made a very poor attempt to hide himself before completely running away.
Hey, are you following me?
No, I swear I'm not.
No, I know you are. You've been following me this whole time. Hey, I can still see you.
Kudos to the brave woman for standing up for herself. No one ever anticipates it happening to them. You live in the same neighborhood for years, traverse the familiar streets daily, and rarely feel threatened. However, danger can sometimes emerge from the most unexpected quarters, lying in wait for an opportune moment to strike. One woman learned this sobering lesson through a painful experience. She was walking home like any other night when her assailant launched his attack. He had been clandestinely observing her, patiently biding his time for the ideal moment to pounce. What's particularly unsettling is the calculated nature of this assault. The man had been monitoring her for an extended period, gaining an intimate understanding of her daily routine. He even went so far as to remove his shoes to move in near silence, ensuring she wouldn't hear him approach. And when she least expected it, he executed his plan. In the end, we can't control the actions of others, but we can take measures to safeguard our own well-being. Don't let familiarity breed complacency. Remain vigilant, stay prepared, and prioritize your safety. In this video, a woman is walking the streets of New York late at night and noticed another woman was being crept on. She was initially hesitant to intervene, but eventually she mustered up the courage to lend a helping hand. You won't believe what happened next.
Okay guys, I don't normally film these type of videos, but like I see this girl over there across the street. I'm literally by my car about to go out and she looks really uncomfortable. I don't know, if should I go somewhere? It's like really late at night. Okay, I'm from New York. I'm gonna go. I have girls supporting girls. Do y'all see? Nah. Okay, I'm just gonna go inside. Hey girl! Girls, waiting for you in the car. What? Oh, who's this? Talking to her about what?
Nothing, just like asking if her toes are long.
What the fuck? Well, we gotta go. Do I know him though? No. I don't think I'm gonna get to know him. Let's go. Bye! Let's go. Do you need a ride? Yes, please. Okay, let's go.
The man sounded shook and was at a loss for words before the girl runs off. What a great display of bravery shown here. It's like I always say at the end of the videos. Stay vigilant, friends. However, this ain't the end. We have more crazy stalkers coming up you won't believe. Has there ever been an instance where you purchased something and felt like you were being watched? That's exactly what happened to this Long Island woman.
Look at her, give her a look actually, and she put her camera in her pocket.
This woman was assisting her disabled son getting into their van when she noticed another woman recording them from a distance. Little did she know, this was merely the inception of her nightmare. As she maneuvered her van into the driveway and commenced aiding her son in getting inside their house, a gold car suddenly pulled up and a man hastily emerged from the passenger side.
Comes into the back of the car and very quickly and effortlessly just breaks open the back window, takes out the Louis Vuitton bag.
In a matter of seconds, he shattered the rear window of the car, seized her brand new bag, and hastily fled into the night. However, the truly alarming revelation was that the surveillance footage unveiled a more sinister truth. These criminals had been surveilling her for an extended period, far longer than she had realized. They had tailed her all the way from the store to her residence. It remains unknown how long they had been lurking in the shadows, biding their time for the precise moment to attack.
Came to our house to do it. Like, you never see that. You think it would just happen at the store.
Police aimed to leverage the footage to bring these criminals to justice. For this woman, the aftermath of a seemingly routine shopping trip has undoubtedly left an indelible mark. A simple purchase turning into a harrowing nightmare. It serves as a stark reminder that we can never be too cautious about who might be watching. In this video by Inside Edition, posted on May 19th of 2021, an 11-year-old girl was waiting for the bus before a scary man pulled over, got out of his vehicle, and attempted to abduct her. The girl was able to fight the stalker off and even managed to take the man down. The creepy man then fled the scene. The girl's mother stated that the man had approached her at the bus stop 2 weeks prior. The creep, Jared Stangup, would be arrested, and you'll just have to listen to how the police found him. Keep watching, cause you won't believe this.
Deputies say they located the man's vehicle, which had been freshly painted at a home nearby, but the clincher cops say the man had blue slime on his arm. Slime is the sticky, putty-like substance that's incredibly popular with kids, and cops say the girl had been playing with blue slime at the time of the attack.
Cool enough, Inside Edition demonstrated how kids can fend off kidnappers. Teach your kids how to defend themselves because you never know if this will be your kid. Stay tuned for our next pick that will leave you feeling disturbed. This surveillance footage took Korea by storm in May of 2019, when a woman came home and was followed by a stalker who tried to follow her in, but the woman closed the door just in time. The creepy man was trying to get in, but the woman wisely locked the door. As he was looking around, the man noticed the security cameras, so he tried to keep his head down. The following day, the stalker turned himself in to the police. Who knows what would have happened had that woman not closed her door? I'm glad we'll never know. Keep watching because our next pick is crazy. I know this isn't CCTV footage, but I had to include it. Global News posted this video on May 19th of 2021 of Jamie Coots filming herself being followed by a creepy man in a mask.
feel about 2 feet behind me that someone was there. And so I actually just stepped off the path to let them pass, but they didn't.
Coots stated the man did not care at all that he was being filmed and was following her for several blocks before eventually going into a skate park.
Hey, do you mind if I sit with you guys? This guy's literally been following me in circles for like 40 minutes and I've been recording it.
Some brave skaters confronted the stalker and scared him away, which was actually awesome of them. I'm glad Jamie wasn't harmed and everything worked out in the end. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button and turn on post bell notifications so you never miss an upload. Published by 12 News on July 17th of 2019, a teenage boy was followed to his Ahwatukee home. Across the street was a red Toyota pickup truck. Moments after the boy entered his home, the scary man pulled into his driveway, got out, and attempted to enter his home. The man noticed the security camera and left. Police blurred out his face and claimed there was no crime committed. Attempted home invasion isn't a crime? Apparently, attempted home invasion isn't a crime. Who knew? In this video by Eyewitness News ABC 7NY, posted on October 6th of 2021, a woman was coming home from work but was followed home by a scary man.
The video is terrifying. It was just a matter of seconds.
He was literally like 1 second from going inside.
He tried to get in, but the woman closed the door in the nick of time. The man had apparently followed her home from work.
He followed me inside the building and he said miss twice.
She describes the horrifying moment seen in this video as the suspect accesses the lobby. Seconds later, the woman knew he was around the corner and she quickly tried to open her apartment lock. Her instincts spot on. He came right after her, determined to get inside.
Open up the door, bro. I came inside and then right away I just screamed, somebody's following me. Like he was literally 1 second from coming inside.
As she watches this video, she knows she was very lucky.
I feel very scared. Like I was saying, what if I had the top door locked? What if, like, it was literally just 1 second. If I had the top lock, he could have got of me.
Good thing her instincts kicked in and she locked that door fast. Make sure you watch your back when you're walking home, especially at 2 a.m. On a cold night at 9 p.m., a man in a hoodie can be seen standing outside a home. The man recording stated that this man stood there for a full minute, following his sister home every night and then just watches her.
This guy has been stalking my sister for months. He stood out here for a full minute. This is the behavior my sister has told me about. He follows her home when she gets here from work, then stands and watches her.
The man then walked away but was said to be at their door.
After working up the courage, I guess. He walks up 3 flights of stairs and is outside my door.
I couldn't find a follow-up video. All we can do is hope that this isn't going on anymore. Connor Harmon uploaded this TikTok of a creepy stalker who followed him onto a train. He knew all sorts of information about him, such as his place of work.
She does know you. Where'd you know me from then?
From where you went before. Says the area I work in.
What have you been doing there? Fuck. Where'd I work?
Says exactly where I work.
The comments all didn't get a good vibe from the strange man, and I don't either.
No, I'd kiss you.
Do it then. Don't speak too soon. Come on, do it then. Do it in touch wood.
Well, I can't right now. I've got a girlfriend, don't I?
Connor, if you're seeing this, be careful. As a student, you might believe that you have limited means to protect yourself. However, the reality is that you possess more agency than you may realize. Take, for instance, this courageous young woman who narrowly evaded a harrowing encounter with a disconcerting older man, despite her age.
He said he was looking for his dog, and he sounded really worried, so he asked me if I seen it, and I said no, but then he kept repeating the question.
The man had been tailing her home after school, and it didn't stop him from approaching her. In spite of cameras having visuals of the creep's vehicle, the man was nowhere to be seen.
I was really freaked out. It's creepy.
He brazenly offered her money to accompany him to his car, a proposition that would send shivers down anyone's spine. However, this girl displayed remarkable quick thinking and knew precisely how to safeguard herself. She provided the authorities with ample information, all while ensuring her own safety in the process. When it comes to the concept of stranger danger, it's consistently better to err on the side of caution. Remember, stranger danger is a real concern, and it's always prudent to instill in children the knowledge and strategies they need to protect themselves. Lispy Jimmy, a well-known YouTuber and streamer with a dedicated following, found himself in a rather unsettling situation when an uninvited guest showed up to his house at 3 a.m. Instead of feeling flattered, he was understandably alarmed by this unexpected intrusion.
I don't know what to do. I don't know if this is a fan or not.
In this unnerving situation, Jimmy faced a dilemma. He's understandably reluctant to venture outside and risk a potential confrontation, but he's also determined to capture this uninvited person on camera as evidence. With a mix of caution and curiosity, he carefully opens the door and starts scanning his yard. Initially, nothing seems out of place, but then, in the dim light of the night, he catches a glimpse of movement across the street. Sparking his attention. The situation becomes even more unsettling as Jimmy spots a tall man who appears to be in distress, pacing in circles for no apparent reason. This eerie sight prompts Jimmy to quickly retreat back into his house, where he and his girlfriend check and double-check all the locks, consumed by a sense of unease. Throughout the video, they remain on edge, pondering whether there might be an intruder inside their home. Every little noise sets them on edge, and they anxiously await daylight. As for whether the video could be staged or a genuine encounter from a fan or stranger, it's hard to prove one way or the other. Without more concrete evidence, it remains a mystery, leaving room for various interpretations and speculations about the encounter. It started out as an ordinary day for Kiana Mays and her son as they entered their apartment building. Little did she know, danger was lurking just behind her. A man with a weapon concealed in his waistband followed her inside, ready to strike. However, fate had a different plan for this would-be attacker. As he followed Kiana, he noticed a ring camera across the hall. Suddenly, his eyes widened in realization. He had been caught on camera. It's difficult to imagine what could have happened if not for that camera. The attacker had been waiting in the parking lot, stalking his prey. This was a calculated attack, and Kiana was fortunate to have been saved by technology. Kiana shared the video on social media, issuing a warning to others to be vigilant and aware of their surroundings. She never expected it to go viral, but it did. People were shocked and frightened to see how easy someone could have been harmed. Or worse, it serves as a stark reminder that we live in a world where danger can lurk around any corner. However, it's also a reminder that we have the power to protect ourselves, thanks to modern technology like doorbell cameras. Having loving and caring parents is a virtue, as this clip proves. A man had been following a woman for some time, but little did he know, this time, her father would be waiting. Watch as he's confronted.
What are you doing now? Why do you keep coming up here? Like, you see me, like...
For sure. Hey, if you guys are going, like, in different directions...
Yeah, but you see me come on the elevator and watched me get on the elevator and came up here. Like, I don't...
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't trying to be like that. Like,
okay, well... Please go about your day.
Comments were concerned about the door being shut as the father went out to confront the man in case something terrible happened. Was there a better way to go about this? Let me know. Although Amazon is taking over, malls can still be a nice time. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case here. Uploaded to the channel Emma and Ellie's Family on June 3, 2022, while shopping, they were followed by a group of creepy men. The encounter wasn't caught on camera, however. Take a look.
So me and Ellie have been followed by these group of boys the whole time that we have gotten here. So one of them asked for my Snap in H&M. And I was like, I already have a boyfriend, like, sorry. And so I was like, thanks, whatever. So I first turned him down. And then we see them in what store next? PacSun. They come in PacSun. Then we leave. Then they come in the next store, which was Lulu. And they were just waiting outside until we were done checking out. And he was like, he didn't realize that he was asking you, and we're big fans. So we were like, can we get a picture? And Ellie got in it too. And he was like, can you throw up fours? Which is just like you hold up 4 fingers. And I was like, sure, why not?
From what I've gathered, nothing crazy happened, and that's a good thing. Alma is supposed to be the safest place imaginable, a haven for relaxation, unwinding, and a sense of security. However, what if your home, the very place that should be a sanctuary, becomes a target for criminals? This nightmare became a stark reality for 2 men who were robbed just outside their front door. As they were approaching their home, 4 men suddenly emerged from the shadows, launching a terrifying attack that shattered their sense of security, leaving them feeling exposed and vulnerable. The entire incident was captured on camera, and the footage is undeniably chilling. You can see the 2 victims walking towards their home, completely unaware of the imminent danger lurking behind them. Out of nowhere, 4 armed men sprint up from behind, brandishing guns and demanding their valuables. This is a scene that could potentially unfold for anyone, anywhere. The home is meant to be a sanctuary, a place where we can let our guard down and feel safe. However, when that sense of safety vaporizes, we must take action to ensure our homes and our neighborhoods remain secure. Let this serve as a stark reminder that even in the supposed safety of our own homes, we are never entirely immune to threats. Walking home from any place, whether it be work or school, should be an easy and normal routine, right? But what if you and your young one were walking home and upon arriving, you discover you were being followed? The woman and her daughter walked up to their door, and the stalker opened the gate as if it were his own property and pursued the women. Luckily, their neighbor was outside and confronted the stalker, prompting him to flee the scene. That neighbor will go down as a hero to those girls, and rightfully so. That guy is the GOAT. We need more men like this in the world. If it weren't for him, who knows what would have happened? I know it wouldn't have been good. Stalking is an epidemic. Normally, it happens to teens and young adults. But parents, it's important to be aware that this can also happen to your young ones, regardless of their age. Of course, this video is to educate viewers on exactly that. Example being, a 55-year-old Florida man was accused of stalking a little girl and saying inappropriate things I can't repeat due to guidelines. What I can say is, the parent's side was heard, and the creep was given a chance to give his side and refused.
I can barely hear you. Can you speak up?
Something about talking to the officer he previously spoke to tomorrow.
I hear you talking, but I can't understand you. Can you speak up?
As a result, he was detained. Police walked him out in handcuffs. Listen, as the man is more concerned about his door than the fact that he's going to jail.
You got anything on you?
I need to make sure my door is secured, locked.
We will secure it.
I need to make sure.
I will make sure.
Who are you? Are you the sergeant?
I am the sergeant. Go get your car.
He makes demands such as his Skechers and believes he's in control in spite of being in cuffs. He clearly doesn't understand, so the officer explains the charges.
No, I want my Skechers, please. Yeah, please, I want my Skechers. I want my shoes, please.
No, man. Listen, we played this game with you yesterday. Okay?
There's 2 sides to every story.
There is.
You haven't heard the other side of the
You will
story.
have your day in court. But you had your opportunity to tell your side of the story yesterday, and you didn't.
There are indeed 2 sides to a story. However, people don't just go around accusing people of the things you were accused of.
What is the bond amount?
$5,000.
Aggravated stalking.
We're We're not going to discuss it. That's your charge, period. You want to discuss it, that guy's called a judge.
I really want to make a point of emphasis. Do what the young girl's parents did if you feel your young ones are in danger. Notify the police. We see a Wisconsin man detained by half a dozen police officers. What do you think he did? What if I told you absolutely nothing? That's right. Patrick Tomlinson was in cuffs due to a 911 call falsely accusing him of murdering his wife.
Half a dozen police officers with shotguns, pistols drawn, assault rifles, all pointed at my face.
Someone had called 911 falsely reporting that the homeowner, Patrick Tomlinson, had just killed his wife, Nikki, all to bring a massive police response with the SWAT team.
The couple received menacing voicemails and emails from a stalker, which I can't show here.
This only gets worse for you. Then your wife has disappeared, followed by your mother-in-law. Then I delight in torturing you to death.
They were also being stalked on business trips, claiming their stalker showed up later and recreates the image. So, what caused all this? Why such burning hatred? Well, as ridiculous as it may sound, it's true. Tomlinson put out a tweet that he didn't find a particular SNL skit funny, which is understandable. There's even a tweet with a picture of an officer demanding Tomlinson admit that the comedian is funny. These swatting calls are still happening, which is insane to think about. It's important to know that not everyone is gonna have the same opinion as you. If you don't like someone's opinion, just move on. It's not that serious. These cyberstalking cults need to get a life. One major concern with stalking is that nothing can be done until the stalker does something awful. Stalking laws are not strict enough, and it shows here. 22-year-old Juan is accused of fatally wounding a 22-year-old woman with a gun. The victim expressed concerns months prior, but nothing was done. A witness saw the entire thing unfold. Listen to the description of the terrifying scene.
There was no words, no nothing. She yelled out when he hit her with the first shot.
Terrell says he'd already seen the suspect circling the neighborhood before trapping Esquerra.
I didn't see his car for a while, but he came back down this roadway side and pulled in right behind her and just jammed her up inside the parking spot where she couldn't get out.
The suspect tried hiding nearby and was caught. This would not be his first time being arrested. What's your take on stalking laws? What can they do to prevent tragic situations like this from happening? Either way, this is a terrible and completely avoidable incident. Condolences to the victim and her family. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.